What's your message for the liberal leader?
Well, you can't ride two horses at once. You got to decide. Are you going to repeal the policies that have killed investment in Alberta so that we can be that energy superpower, or are you not?
Je suis Alexa Lavoie pour Rebel News, actuellement au Westin à Ottawa pour assister à la conférence Canada Strong and Free qui se déroule sur 3 jours. Cet événement réunit plusieurs panélistes venus discuter de différents enjeux afin de proposer des idées pour rendre le Canada plus fort et économiquement libre. Aujourd'hui, la première ministre de l'Alberta, Danielle Smith, a pris part à un panel aux côtés de Brian Lilley. Ensemble, ils ont abordé la situation actuelle au Canada ainsi que le développement des ressources naturelles.
When you look at the value proposition that we have to the Americans, so much of it is that we have all of the critical minerals, all the raw resources that they need to turn into value-added products. And so if we take a view of Fortress North America, and I include Mexico in that there really is nothing that we can't do together. So I would say that whether we build out our own prosperity by continuing to rely on our traditional trading partners, whether we tear down the trade barriers and start trading more with each other, whether we find new markets or all three.
I'd say all three.
No question in my mind that we'd be able to bridge that gap very quickly.
À la suite de cette discussion, Mme Smith a offert une opportunité aux médias permettant aux journalistes de lui poser des questions. J'en ai profité pour l'interroger au sujet des récentes déclarations de Mark Carney, candidat à la chefferie du Parti libéral et premier ministre désigné. M. Carney a affirmé que l'Alberta serait au cœur des solutions pour faire entrer le Canada dans une nouvelle ère énergétique, tout en continuant de soutenir le projet de loi C-69, surnommé la loi anti-pipeline.
You know, as the U.S. steps back, it's time for Canada to lead. We've done it before. Builders made us a global leader in hydro, in nuclear power, in clean technology. Vision made us the 4th largest oil producer. I know that Alberta will be at the heart of these solutions. After all, I was born just north of Fort Mac and I grew up just south of it. When I was born, the oil sands was called the tar sands. It was just a dream. It was a concept. But the combination of the ingenuity of Alberta scientists, the drive of Alberta entrepreneurs, the support of the provincial and federal governments created a powerful industry that has enriched all of Canada. And that same partnership can usher in a new energy era. We can grow our energy sector while cutting carbon pollution. We can lead the energy transition while ensuring affordable energy at home and building the strongest economy in the G7. We can give ourselves far more than any foreign government, including the United States, can ever take away.
How do you reconcile keeping Bill C-69 with your plans to build infrastructure in Canada? Do you plan to repeal Bill C-69?
We do not plan to repeal Bill C-69.
J'ai demandé à Mme Smith quel message elle souhaiterait adresser à M. Carney dans ce contexte.
And première, Danielle Smith. Mark Carney say the province of Alberta will be the heart of the solutions for ushering in a new energy era. But he still stands by his so-called no more pipeline bill C-69. What's your message for the liberal leader?
Well, you can't ride two horses at once. You got to decide. Are you going to repeal the policies that have killed investment in Alberta so that we can be that energy superpower, or are you not? And so that's we've yet to see the answer to that question. But I think there's no question that the Energy East pipeline got canceled because $1 billion into the regulatory process and multiple years, the company couldn't see a pathway to getting an approval. That's a problem. So we need to be able to have a clear permitting process to get approvals. And we can't have arbitrary policies like unachievable emissions caps. That's the real problem. And it's not just us saying it. Conference Board of Canada and various other consultancies have looked at what the stringent emissions cap would do, and it's shutting in oil production by 2 million barrels by 2030. So it's one thing to say that you want to build oil and gas infrastructure, but you have to have the production, and you won't have the production if you don't have the right policies. So I'll wait and see which horse the next prime minister is going to ride. But you have to have policies in place that will bring investment back, and the policies that the current Liberal government have in place that chase it away.
Je lui ai également posé une question concernant ces discussions en cours avec le premier ministre du Québec sur le développement énergétique. Je voulais savoir si elle avait des inquiétudes, notamment dans l'éventualité où M. Carney deviendrait premier ministre et maintenait en place la loi C-69. Et si le Parti québécois, reconnu pour sa position anti-pipeline, remportait les élections provinciales prévues au Québec en 2026.
We want to work with partners that want to work with us. And there's lots of partners. There's lots of opportunities. We could build to the West Coast. We could build to the North. We could build to Churchill. We could build from Ontario up to Grays Bay. And we can support others in doing the same. So I'll do my best to try to put out a hand of friendship and say, hey, how can they help each other? But I have to obviously deal with the individuals who are in the office at the time. So I don't know what's going to happen in 18 months in Quebec. But we're going to keep on working to build pipelines northeast and west.
N'oubliez pas d'aller sur rebelfieldreports.com. Sur ce site web, vous pouvez contribuer à notre journalisme en donnant ce que vous pouvez. Merci en avance de nous supporter et de nous permettre de garder les lumières allumées à Rebel News. Donc, je répète, rebelfieldreports.com.